Hi guys, so today Nifty was very stable. A lot of people are still thinking that Nifty will go down. I don't know why people think that way. We will cover smaller stocks today. Usually we cover the big momentum stocks. Big momentum stocks are ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Bajaj Finance, Bharti Airtel and so on. But I want to take you through quickly some of these smaller stocks which are in strong momentum. So the first one is AB Capital, again MBFC stock. Yesterday, I'm not sure if you would want to invest. It was up 4% today. Chola Holding, definitely a good stock. You should definitely invest at 1850. Chola Holding is basically a holding company, as the name suggests. They have stake in Chola Finance and some other companies. So it's more like a mutual fund in a very, very simplistic way. And then you have Cochin Shipyards and Majgaon Dock and BEL and HAL. All these stocks have been doing extremely well. And the reason is very simple because yesterday, Prime Minister said that we will invest or we will focus a lot on domestic manufacturing in defense. So a lot of these stocks have gone up a lot. And today, HCL also gave very good results. Although some of the people just looking at the profit, they say that the profits have come down, but that's not the case. Then you have some healthcare stocks like hospitals, Fortis. I wouldn't buy at this level, but it's still going up. Then you have MCX, which shot up quite a lot today. I'm not sure if I would want to invest in it, but it is in strong momentum. Then you have Lodha, which is reality, again, a local stock. And I think around 1250, it is a pretty decent stock to invest in. Then you have HAL, which is a defense stock, as I said. We've been talking about all the defense stocks. If you look at the videos, the last few days of my videos, the market reports, and so on. And then you have FSI, you have MFSL. It's an insurance company. This one is a little different. I think so. What happened is that that government allowed 100% investment, foreign investment into insurance sector in February in the last budget, and that is why a lot of insurance companies have been going up, and especially Max Financial has been going up like crazy. Even today, it was up 3%. I exited the stock a little too early, and now it has moved up. Uh, I won't buy it at this level, maybe around 1250. I could look at it. NBCC, I don't invest in this kind of stocks, but this has been up like 5% today. And then you have Power India, 5% up. Power India is an interesting one because a lot of people have completely written off the domestic story in terms of railways or defense or power. But I don't think that is the case. All these stocks have gone up last year a lot and then they have gone down a lot. Like Titagar, for example, it was railway stock. It went from 200 to 1600 and then from 1600 to 800. So it went up 8 times and then it went 50% off from down from 1600. You have Power India, you have Sundram Finance. Again, I think you can invest in Sundram Finance, Tata Steel. So metal stocks have been extremely good. Hindalco, we have talked about it in some of our last videos. It's again, these industries are actually quite protected by the government. So Tata Steel is not going to go anywhere. You know, Chinese are producing a lot of stuff, and if you look at all the tariff thing between US and China, um, it would mean that China will be busy more and more with the US. China will be exporting more and more to US and not dumping Indian market because let's say they have supply of 100 in China, and if there is no deal between US and China, then they will dump into Indian market, and that is why some of these stocks were going down like Tata Steel, Hindalco, and so on. But now because China seems to be coming to some kind of conclusion with US, these stocks might move up. So keep an eye on the metal stocks. I do have National Aluminium and Hindustan Copper at very low rates. I had bought them. You have Union Bank, which just gave amazing results 2 days back, and just see how the stock has gone up. Last year it was around 160. I hope and expect that it will go back there. If you look at the price to book ratio, it's only around 1.28. Compare that to State Bank of India, which is around 2 price to book. So this bank maybe not as great as State Bank of India, but still I think the results were exceptionally good, and the stock can trade at 1.5 price to book, which means it can still give 10%, which is around 15 rupees. So I am targeting 150. This is one of my biggest holdings right now in FNO. And then you have Minda. I don't invest in Minda. They have very high volatility. If you look at April 7th, it went down to 800 from 1000, and now again it is going up to 1000. So if you want to invest in Minda, invest at 800, not before that. So these are some of the stocks which went up today. AB Capital went up 7%, STDM went up 4%, Chola Holding 4 or 3.5%, Cochin Shipyard 8%, Fortis 4%, MCX 4%, Lodha 4%, 3%, sorry, HCL about 4%, FSL 3.5%, MFSL 3.2%, Power India, Sundaram Finance, Tata Steel, Union Bank 3%, Minda also 3%. So all these stocks you can keep an eye on. These are not the main stocks. The main stocks we talked about in the morning. This is just something which I'm giving you to analyze. They had very good volume. Today, look at Cochin Shipyard or AB Capital or MFSL. Um, they had very good volume. So when a stock moves very high on very high volume, it is a very good indicator. So other than Ester DM, other than Ester DM, most of these stocks had decent volume, especially HAL, Cochin Shipyard, AB Capital, MFSL, MBCC. So they had some really good volume. So you always want to look at good volume and also going up in price. So that is indicator of a good stock. All right, guys. So these are some of the stocks which I wanted to cover. Um, yes, and then we'll see each other on pre-market tomorrow.